jugular blood draw as well as the vacutainer blood draw. So first I'm going to show you with just the regular needle. So this is Fritzy. I'm just going to get to know him a little bit, get my restrainer, have a good hold on him. And I'm just going to come pet him, get him familiar with me being in this area. So first I'm just going to kind of, before I grab my needle thing, I'm just going to kind of gauge where the jugular vein is by pulling it up. As you can see, it just pulled up right there. I'm going to get my alcohol swab and just get sanitize the area. So now that I got a good area, obviously I'm going to alcohol it after I touched it. So now I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to insert bevel up into the vein, pull back a little bit, make sure I'm in the vein properly, and then as I'm collecting blood, I'm just going to pull down and collect the appropriate amount of blood. And then I'm going to let go of the vein, hold off here, or get my restrainer to hold off for me. And then I'm going to take my needle off, get my tubes, fill up my tubes, and then if I have to with EDA, rotate, and that should be done for that. And then obviously send it off to the lab. So now I'm going to demonstrate with the vacuum container. It's obviously going to have a needle on there. So similar thing with everything, like friendly with the horse, get my restrainer to have a good hold. So the needle is going to be on there. So with the vacutainer, we want it down, it'll be down here like this. So same thing, like I'm going to come into the jugular groove, lift the vein. Where's it? Can you lift its head a little bit further? I'm just going to continue with what I was doing before. So I'm just going to obviously include the vein. I'm going to have my vacuum container and I'm going to insert it in and then pop it up. I'm just going to fill and fill and fill. And then as it comes out, as it's finished, I'm going to pull it out and then pull it out of the vein, hold off, or get my restrainer to hold off for me. And then I'm going to take my blood and I should be done, or I can interchange different tubes at the time for more blood. Now I'm going to show you how to do a sub-Q injection in the horse. So same thing as always, just make sure you're friendly with the horse before you poke them, have good restrainer. So this is where we want to do the sub-Q with the most loose skin, because anywhere else is just not as loose. Like you can get a bit here, but this is the best site. So you just want to pull the skin forward, make a tent, and just make sure we got a good tent there into the sub-Q area. So I'm just going to alcohol it down, and then I'm going to poke in, aspirate, make sure I don't have any blood coming back, and then I'm going to insert, and then I'm going to rub over just to make sure that it's all in there, and I should see a little bit of a bleb, and it should be all good. IM injections. So there is a few different sites. The most safest site is definitely the lateral cervical, which is just in this neck region here. So I'm going to show you this one first because it's the most common. So what you want to do is, I guess like there's not a lot of skin to pull, but what they said was to pull the skin, and then you want to get your needle and you want to inject right into the muscle quick and fast, and then aspirate, and then inject. And as the skin pulls over, it's going to create seal, but you want to kind of rub it as well. But it's going to create an instant bandage over that site. And then also the other sites is the pectoral. This is for only small injections only, no more I think than 5 mils. So you can go in, I can't see here with this, but over the pectoral muscle is another site. And then back here, which is obviously a much more dangerous area, is the gluteal muscles. So right up here. And also there's a few near the tuber cocci, and also down back here near the triceps. But this is definitely, you want to go more with lateral cervical because it's a safer injection site, but you can also use these as well. IV injection. So there's a few different sites on the horse that we can use, but the jugular is the best vein. So it's similar to a jugular blood pull. So we just want to like make sure the horse knows us, make sure that he knows that we're going to be around him. So we're going to lift the vein. If you could just lift the head a little bit, Brad. So we're going to lift the vein. So we're going to take our needle and first alcohol the area, just make sure it's clean. And then we're going to insert into the vein, aspirate, make sure we're in the vein, and then we're going to inject in and then hold it off and pull out and just make sure that the area is good and there's no irritation or anything. Do a bandage. So first we're going to wrap soft padding around. You want the end to be at the lateral surface. And we get snug and tight and pull it in. And then I'm going to take this. I'm going to start from the medial area, the middle area, and then I'm going to start bandaging. Make it short and flat, even. So I'm going to start bandaging down.
Dr. Lake, are we allowed to use voodoo or is he off for a reason?
Make sure it's free at the bottom here, it's not restricting any areas. Cutting up, and then I'm going to come back up. Make sure it's all even. And it's about 3/4 over each area. Just going to come back around.
Good job you're doing, really.
And I'm going to keep it there. Make sure that it's not restricting anything up here or down here. And there we go. So I'm going to demonstrate a tail wrap. And I'm going to push the horse to the side. And this will be along here. So I'm not familiar with being here. So first I'm just going to start at the top. I'm going to get my hand here. Make sure that it's familiar that my hand is there. And then so I'm going to start here. I'm going to lift the tail. Make sure that all the loose hairs are wrapped. So I'm going to start wrapping down.
Oh yeah. I knew everything so much that I knew everything. Because you knew everything.
And I'm going to lift some hair just to have a good... Okay, so I'm just going to keep wrapping.
Early.
Keep wrapping all the way down. Keep going. So you can either leave this up or pull it down and keep it in clean. And then keep wrapping. And then you do pull it out, and you want to do 2 knots. Let's demonstrate that. So you want to do 1 knot, and you want to wrap around again and do another knot. And then you can get either someone to hold it like this, or you can also tie it to the halter. I prefer to have this in, so next time I would wrap that in just to keep that area clean. And obviously all this year I've had that wrapped in better. Practice makes perfect.